What up? Lupe Fiasco here. Currently kicking it, lounging, hanging back.
Now, it sort of seems like the way that you're treating hip-hop is just sort of like a afterthought. Like, a lot of MCs put, you know what I'm saying, it's their number one priority, but it sort of seems like you got a lot going on and it's just kind of like you can rap, so you're just doing it just to have fun. Is that the case?
It's the culmination of 10 years of working. I've worked harder probably than 17 MCs put together. You know, sacrifices and everything. From people going to jail and getting killed to everything in between. For me, just battling everybody. You're looking at a person that has been through it. Like I went through, I got my first record deal when I was in high school. How many rappers can say that other than the Pack? But then turn around and get another one, and then get a label deal within the span of 6 years. So it's a lot of grinding. I got Grammys and all type of other stuff that people don't even know about because they just looking at it, and I choose not to tell them until now. So it's like, I put in a lot of work, and then you get to the point where you cool. Jay-Z said I was nice when I was 19. So it wasn't nothing else to prove to any rappers and any magazines out there. It's like, yo, Jay-Z think I'm nice. When you get that at such an early age, you like, man, whatever.
Right.
For real, but I'm still here, I'm still grinding it out. I'm just comfortable.
How do you feel about hip-hop in general right now?
It's cool. It's alright.
The most, I don't care what you hear from anywhere, the most critically acclaimed album in the world. Over any genre of music, rap, to opera, country, to whatever. Most critically acclaimed, you dig? So I want to thank y'all for helping me out with that. That's what I do.
You are watching a master.
What do you know about West Coast hip-hop?
I know a lot, I guess. I know some of the OGs and, you know, some of the newer kids that's come up, especially out of LA and in the Bay, like Bailey and Mr. Fab. Then you got kids like Pack, and then you got like kids out of LA like Glasses Malone and Mike Stroh and different people like that. And then the OGs like Battlecat, Snoop, people I grew up on like NWA.
How you feel about Bay Area MCs in comparison to the rest of hip hop in general? Do you think that type of sound is something that'll catch, or you think, you know what I'm saying, it's stuck in this region, or what?
Well, I think a lot of it's regional because y'all had hits down here that'll come and take the concert away from Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Some local dude that we'll never hear about ever. You know, that'll never leave the Bay. And then you have people break out nationwide like E40 and Keith, Sneak, and Too Short and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's on the record. Like, it's records in Chicago that you would never hear. It's records in LA that you would never hear. It's records in the South that you would never hear anywhere else. But in those regions, it's records that they'll only play in New York City. They still don't play ballin' in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Anything that you want to say to the Bay?
Keep it up. Keep it hyphy.
Right, real quick, how you feel about the hyphy movement?
I like it, man. I like it.
You don't think it's a little silly?
Well, you know, it comes. You know what I be hearing? You know, I hear a lot in the hyphy. What I hear, like in the actual sound, I hear a lot of like funk music, like Parliament, Hollywood swinging, weird little sounds that's been like a California staple for like years and years. So it's just, to me, it's just like a reinvention of that. So it ain't silly. Was Bootsy silly? Maybe just a little bit, but it was entertaining and it still had presence and it had impact. So can't be mad at that.
All right.
I like it. You see it.
Everybody else supported Kicks Push. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. He landed on his hip and he busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a lisp like this. Now we can end the story right here. But shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, he couldn't understand counterfeit, abandoned. His neighbors couldn't stand his soul. He was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here. So I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. So we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way we roll, just a rebels in the world with no place to go. So we kick.
Alright, you mentioned the album cover. That was a... You can't find any hip hop album covers like your album cover. What
People hated on it. They said it was gay.
Well, it's definitely different. So what was the concept behind that picture?
This is Japanese animation called The Sleeping Man, and it was actually, I got it from the back of a skateboarders company called Instagram, and they did these skate decks based on like Japanimation, and that was one of the skate decks. It was a guy on a train floating, but he was asleep, and he was floating. And I was like, yo, that's dope. And he was like homeless, man, so he had everything he owned was around him, like floating around him, right? So I was like, yo, that picture's kind of dope. So I just reenacted it, so to speak.
Okay.
And everything that's on that picture on the album cover is like stuff that I keep with me, like, you know, on a daily basis, or like my design books on the front of it.
Okay. So it's kind of personal.
Yeah, it's real. I really don't care what people think about that. I mean, I told people that at press conferences, like, I don't really care if you like it or not. I like it. You know, I got a big picture of it in my house.
That's what's up. There was some controversy about some SoundScan numbers, man.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when the album first came out, it registered at 56,000, but that was before Best Buy turned in their numbers for the week. So when Best Buy turned in their numbers, it tacked on another 30,000 to it. So we debuted as the number 1 rap album in the country, number 8 pop, number 2 hip hop and R&B album in the country. So people took that as an advantage, like, yo, yeah, Lupe. It was all type of blogs and news blasts, like, Lupe flops. And then they had to turn right back around 2 days later, like, Lupe has the number 1 album in the country. It was like, that's how you know the game is dirty and facetious and not to be trusted.
So how do you feel about album sales right now? Are you comfortable with where you at?
Yeah, I'm happy. We did what we expected that we was gonna do. I didn't expect to do 1 million records on this album. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I expect Food and Liquor 25 years from now. When you look at Billboard, like, oh, it only sold 700,000 copies. You know, and so I'm happy with that. It's just, this album is designed to just come in and say hello.
Right.
We did one hell of a hello, so.
Tell us a little bit about you was doing the clothing line before anybody heard about you nationally in hip hop. Tell us a little bit about what that's about.
Well, it started as Righteous Kung Fu, which is design company that I do. So we started out doing sneakers, customizing sneakers, and then skate decks, and then like it just branched off into like everything visual. So from like my album cover to a bunch of other stuff, and so now we decided to do a clothing line out of it called Truly True. It's more high end. It's not really like we don't do no hoodies or nothing like that. But it's kind of like high end, real classic. Real collaborations are real high end. So companies like Maharishi and Swagger, and like we're gonna do some joints with Reed Genius. Feel the little collaborative things, and then we'll probably do like a main line like next year, next fall. What up? It's Lupe Fiasco here, Chi-Town, FNF up all day, kicking with In the Face Film Works. You did? Stay tuned.